On the morning of February 1st, 2021, when much of the world was dealing with a pandemic, the Myanmar military overthrew the democratically elected president of Myanmar. This military coup took place amid the pandemic when Myanmar was already struggling with a severe outbreak due to poor health infrastructure and ongoing conflict. Celebration Church, this makes our support of our Bible school in Myanmar more critically important than ever. Here is one of our Bible school teachers, in her own words, just this week describing the current situation and crisis in Myanmar right now. Please watch prayerfully. The situation is critical.
Thank you so much for praying for Myanmar. Last 3 months, now going into 4, since February 1, has been one of the most difficult times. It has been emotionally very stressful. It has been very draining. It has caused a lot of fear, a lot of insecurity, a lot of anxiety and uncertainty. The military coup has really affected us and me on a very, very personal level. Where we had to move to certain places for our own safety because the soldiers were on our street almost every day shooting or arresting people, and many people have died. Over 700 people have died, and the number keeps rising. Over 3,000 have been arrested, and some have died in prison. Many are in hiding. And so everywhere we go, we see military or police on the streets checking cars, vehicles, or even your personal belongings. They can just check anything they want to. And yes, the gospel needs to go out into Myanmar all the more, even now with the situation, because many people have lost loved ones, have lost their houses, their jobs, and they need to know that there is hope, there is certainty, there is a certainty within all the uncertainties, and that is the love of God, and that is the grace of God that is never changing. And all the more they need to know, and the forgiveness of God and the goodness of God, and just the healing that God can only bring, that only God can bring. And so we do that through our words, through our actions, our prayers. So we would really appreciate all the prayer support from all of our brothers and sisters in Christ in Canada and all over the world. Please stand with us in prayer and just keep us in your hearts and in your prayers. Thank you very much.
Church family, Myanmar is a Buddhist nation. Even before the pandemic, believers in Christ faced persecution for their faith. Some of the students at our Bible school are disowned from their families for believing on Jesus. Now they face the added danger of military violence. The need for our support is more urgent than ever. Just before the military coup, our Bible school was able to relocate to a new campus just outside the city center of Mandalay. This new location is a safer location to train our gospel workers. Celebration Church, your support helped make this possible, and your continued support will keep this beacon of Christ's love burning within the nation of Myanmar at this time of critical need. This is one reason why Celebration Church has chosen to double our missions giving in 2021, from 10% of our income to 20%. Thank you for your support, your love, and your prayers. You make this possible. Now, let's go back to Nathan and receive the Holy Communion.